Thank you so much for joining me for this segment of Enjoy Life magazine. And
thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome. This interview is going to be featured in our Music Box column. So, I mean, your story about your uncle is amazing, and how you came in contact with the video footage is even more amazing. I would like to give you the opportunity to start wherever you feel most comfortable starting with this story.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Lakesha, for having me, and thank you, Enjoy Life magazine, for sharing this story. My name is Yanatha Desouvre, and Lakesha, thank you again for the opportunity to talk about this. I feel it's a remarkable story that needs to be told. I could start off when my uncle, he's also my godfather. His name is Daniel Coulanges, Daniel Charles Coulanges. And the crazy thing is, in 2 weeks from today, I'll be 40 years old. And it's a blessing because my uncle didn't see that. He didn't get a chance to see 40 years old. He died at the young age of 28. And this was 2 weeks after my birthday. And when I found out later on, he had died of HIV/AIDS. It was rapid. You know, he was here in the States. He left to go to Haiti, and then all of a sudden he come back. You heard he passed away. Years later, I found a piece of paper finding out what he died of. But the story doesn't end there. Here's what's amazing is 2 years ago, around my birthday again, the day of my other uncle, my grandparents had 10 children. Uncle Daniel was the last one. Yeah, 10 children. But he was the last one, and my other uncle, Amos Coulanges, a classical guitarist, told me that Yanatha, or Pascal, which is my family name, there's a video out there. I'm like, a video of what, Uncle? He says, I'll talk with my uncle's French accent. Pascal, there's a video out there of your uncle, of your parent. There's a video. He says, I said, what are you talking about? He's like, a video of Daniel playing. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yes, someone from New York is going to send it to me, and I'm going to send it to you, and you can do whatever you want with it. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
I said, so 10 days after his birthday, I received something in the mail, and I pop it in I could read a little bit of French. I understood what he was saying. And it was all in French, and I kept this letter, and I have the original DVD with me, stored away somewhere. I pop it into my Mac. The minute I pop in, and I started crying like a baby. I have a house full of little ones, and it's noisy. But yeah, I started crying like a baby. Yeah. I started crying like a baby, and the reason why, when I started singing and play, the first song I recognized was Killing Me Softly, which is kind of crazy because AIDS during that time was killing people softly, you know, and it was, you know, Lakesha, and there's another song called Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, from Andrew Lloyd Webber, who last night had his music portrayed on Jesus Christ Superstar. Sorry for the noise. I'm outside. That John Legend did on live TV the other night, last night, and then another one called Ne me quitte pas, which is in French translated into English, Don't Leave Me. And I was 11 years old when my godfather left, and now his music is with me. So I saw this VHS converted into DVD video of about 18 songs, and I cried and cried and cried. For each stroke, I cried. And so, yeah. So that's just a little bit about it, but there's more. Do you want me to continue?
Have you or either your other uncle had the opportunity to thank the person who preserved the DVD or the video footage? I guess I'm assuming it was in VHS at the time.
No, it's VHS.
Originally. Yeah. Wow. Have you met the person or talked to them?
Nope, I've never met the person or talked to them. My uncle, I don't know if he met the person or talked to them. They went from Staten Island or from Brooklyn, New York to France. and I've tried to get the contact name of the person, but I don't. I just had a first name, which I have to look on Facebook and look who it is. But nothing, no Facebook page, no Twitter, no online presence, just to simply thank the person. The video says it was a Staten Island college, but there are a couple of colleges in Staten Island. Like, they never said the student group. It was a Haitian culture club, but nothing specific. I'm like, and the host didn't say a name. There was nothing. I was like, oh. I want to go back to the original footage, or at least thank the, like you said, thank the person who did it. But, I'm gracious and grateful for the footage that was given, almost an hour video. And I took that and converted it to audio. And now I want to try and I've raised like about $500. So I'm short $1,267 to get it mastered, to get it produced, to get it on CD, a limited edition on CD, and distribute it. Get a World's Finest T-shirt and an actual video, make a documentary out of it, and share it with the world.
Okay. So your uncle, he was 28 when he died. Did he have any children, or did he?
No, no children. He was engaged to be married. He was engaged to be married, and his fiancée never, I guess, contracted HIV. So it was kind of crazy. So lots of mystery. But yeah, no children. So I would technically be the heir of whatever it is that he, of the content.
Right.
Is that one of the
reasons? Is that one of the reasons you feel so adamant about taking on the responsibility to preserve his legacy? Is because you were not only his nephew but his godson?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I feel it's important, and yes.
So tell us a little bit more about the project itself, because I heard you saying that you are in the process of, the next stage would be to get it mastered. Is that correct? Have you started a foundation or any type of organization that you would be able to possibly solicit to the public under, so that you can raise funds to produce the project? Or how have you been going about doing that? If you could let us know, so that the public could possibly get involved and help.
I'm losing connection. Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yes, I was saying, have you started or established an organization that would allow you to solicit this project, or something like a foundation, so that people can donate to assist you with getting the project completed?
I have not, but I did start a couple of years ago. I started an Indiegogo project, and it was raised about $500. But I'm still short. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
And how is it that the public can help? In what way do you need help? I'm sure you need to make connections with musicians or producers, or do you have a set team of people that you're already working with, but you just want to raise the funds so you can continue to work with that particular team?
I have a person that is willing to master the project. It's just the cost of mastering it and the cost of distribution online, and making sure because the music is broken down into 3 parts. The first third of it was, let me think. The first third of it was popular music, like whatchamacallit, popular classical guitarist music, and from different classical guitarists from Venezuela, from South America, all over the world. So I had to make sure, if and when producing this, that you pay the licensing fees. And so I have a breakdown. I have a breakdown of all that in the Indiegogo project, which could be found on www.yanatha.com or YANATHA.com. So www.yanatha.com is where you can find the direct link to the Indiegogo project that has everything broken down by cost and why it costs a certain way. And so
Okay, that's
for transparency purposes, yeah.
all right. That's awesome. So tell us a little bit more about your uncle. When you were growing up, did his aspirations for music ever inspire you to get involved with music, or what did you really learn from him as a musician? I mean, what can you remember about him as a musician?
I can remember because he had stayed with us in Brooklyn, New York, for a couple of months, right before he went to Haiti, and he used to cut my hair. He used to practice the guitar constantly. My other uncle Amos said Daniel was a lot more talented than he was, which is,
Right.
isn't that crazy how the young and talented, the most talented ones are the ones that they'll go too soon. And
Yes.
at 11 years old, I've learned the importance of being dedicated and committed to your craft. I learned music is my blood. I bleed treble and bass class. I'm a classically trained pianist, piano player, and I've taught myself the classical guitar. My little ones on Saturday mornings we try and have guitar lessons, and one of my other ones, two of them play the guitar, one plays the toy drums, so we have a little band going on.
Wow.
But what I've learned was, to be dedicated to your craft and to have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, but at the same time be committed to the gifts that God has given you. And if it's not a gift and you really want to try it, play this instrument because you really want to learn it. Be dedicated and learn that craft.
Absolutely, absolutely. Did your uncle ever compose any original music?
Yes, he has. There was one particular song. Let me look into my other uncle. He composed a song. Where is it? It's a Haitian folklore that he did. Let me look right now on my phone. Amos Coulanges. He wrote a song, and this is the 10th track on my uncle Amos Coulanges, Amos Coulanges. The album is called Fresque Caribe. It's the 10th track called Tete Bobek, which is TETE BOBECHEE. So it's TETE, so Tete Bobek BOBECHE. And that was one of the songs those are an original composition of music. I wish he had more. But
Right.
so young. So young, which is the thing. This is one of the other main reasons I'm doing this project, is you never know when your time is, your time will expire, or when something will happen. If you have something, if you have a talent, share it with the world. If there's something you want to do it now, because you don't know when that time will come when you'll take your last breath. And that's the other reason I'm doing this, to inspire everyone to live their life to the fullest, because you just don't know. Now, these days, people can live with HIV. Look at Magic Johnson. It was only just 2 years later that Magic Johnson announced him contracting HIV, and he's still alive. And people have heard, I've heard their medicine you could take. Someone's been living with HIV for 40 years. So it's not the HIV that's killing you, it's the stress of HIV that's killing you. So that's the other reason I'm doing it. Yeah.
Wow. So you have a great mission ahead of yourself. After you've reached the ultimate goal of producing the project, and the project is out and available for people to purchase, what next?
What next?
How do you keep the legacy going? How do you keep his memory alive?
That is a fantastic question. Lakesha, that is a fantastic question. What I'm going to do is start the Daniel Coulanges Foundation I've always wanted to start a school of the arts, technology, and business. I'm a business major. I was I earned my business degree at Drexel University in Philadelphia, and I have an MBA in marketing and mass communications from Lynn University in Florida. And I'm going to start, and I've always wanted to start a school of technology, arts, and business. I'm going to start an online school of the Daniel Coulanges Center for Technology, Arts, and Business. So the School of Music, a school center or a college, but and in his name, and then from online to make it offline, to have a center to give people the skills to for students to come in and learn the business of the art that they're in, or at least learn the discipline of the art that they're in, and then learn the business and learn the technology and learn how technology is simply a tool to enhance it. So the Danielle Coulanges Center, or the Danielle Coulanges School of Arts, Technology, and Business, all of the profits from that sales of the music will go to that, to building it, to even paying professionals coming in, to talking. All of that will go to that, because it's not about making the money; it's about making the impact with the talent that God had given my godfather Daniel to change the world. And now I have the opportunity to share that story, and I'm excited about sharing it now. I can't wait till we get to that next level.
Wow. And I'm certain you will. You sound very passionate about this, and I can tell that this means a lot to you, more than a lot. It sounds like it's a very heartfelt project, and something that I'm sure you're going to pass this story and share the legacy with your children as well. What do you think, speaking of children, what do you think, after doing all of this, after having a relationship with your godfather growing up, then him suddenly, going away and basically never coming back?
Yeah.
What do you think you will be able to pass on from this entire experience to your children?
There's so much you can pass on from this experience. My wife and I named our second daughter Danielle from Daniel. And Danielle already has Daniel's candidness and sense of humor and drive. Danielle is, I give piano lessons once in a while to the little ones, and they don't want to take it from me. They just want to make their own music, which is great, because Daniel is the same way. He wants to do his own thing. He wanted to do his own, forge his own path. And Danielle is the same way. And Daniel was very, I won't say a hustler, but he knew the business of it.
Right.
Because Danielle, I wanted to have her do. We wanted to do like a Christmas play, and with music. And I've always taught my children the importance of music and how it can evoke emotion. And Danielle was like, she was practicing the Butterfly song or another song, and she said, "I'm going to do the soundtrack for the play, Daddy." And she's like, "But Daddy, I'm going to charge you $2 for it." I'm like,
"Oh, she said $2." Wow. Okay.
I'm like,
wow.
Okay, Danielle. But I was like, "Danielle, do you either want to be a king in the play, or do you want to play the music?" She said she'd rather act. So I'm already passing on the importance of art. The importance to love what you do, and the importance to be candid, to be open, to be you, no matter what's going on in life, and to make the most of every moment, because you never know when you don't have that moment again.
Absolutely. If you had one moment in time, other than letting the world know that your uncle was one of the world's finest guitarists, what else would you do, or what else would you let the world know in that moment about your uncle?
Oh, my goodness. He was kind. He was funny. He made you laugh. And last thing I want to talk about is he used to pick us up. One thing I want to talk about is he used to pick us up from school. And in New York, there's one-way street, and the streets were small. And my mom used to have this white van, but I always loved it because he made it fun. He would drive God knows how fast down the one-way street in Winthrop Avenue. And you're 11 years old, 10, 11 years old, windows down, you go crazy, but he knew to make the most of every moment. And that's what I want everybody to realize. No matter what you're going through, no matter where you are in life, be appreciative of what you are, where you are, be appreciative of what you have, and make the most of every moment. Again, I'm going to be 40 in 2 weeks. I'm going to be releasing my second novel, because I'm also a writer, and I'm excited about it, and I'm dedicating that one to my older sister, because my older sister, her name is Yanatha Desouvre, she's a walking miracle. And
wow.
she doesn't know this yet, but I guess if she listens to this, there's going to be spoiled. But let
Surprise.
it be. It's okay. Surprise to you. But she had a heart attack last year.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And she had an emergency triple bypass surgery. I usually am a very upbeat guy, but my mom, a person of faith, had the faith of a mustard seed. She kept looking at me like, Yanatha, are you okay? I'm like, Mom, I'm sad. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But God gave her, she was gone for 2 weeks, induced coma for 2 weeks. So 15 days of her life was gone. But she came back. My sister's back to working and living a full life that she can live. So she had, for those of us that, she's a walking miracle. So I lost my godfather at 11, but my sister's still alive. So I tell everybody, love on your family, love on your friends that are like family. Make the most of every single moment, because you never know. And that's why, this Daniel Coulanges story I don't want it to be your story, but I want you to learn from that story to understand that each moment is precious. Each moment is a gift. And don't waste that time. And go right ahead. Go to Yanatha.com and go to the Indiegogo project. And for each pledge, you get a reward. You get the world's finest guitar clip. You get a world's finest T-shirt. You not only get the album, you get a digital version of it. You get a limited edition physical copy as well. You get a poster of the world's finest. You even get, I think, a certain pledge. You'll get a full documentary, full video concert of everything. And because of that pledge, you'll also help bring his music to life, which I hope can inspire others to continue to live their lives to the fullest, because it's been a blessing, a bittersweet project, but I'm blessed to be able to make it happen.
Yes, you are. You most definitely are. And I think that, what you're doing is going to inspire many people. And I must say that I agree with you 100% that we do need to love on our family members. We do need to take the opportunities that we have. And if you have dreams and aspirations, follow those dreams and aspirations. Just listening to this story, I read it first, but just listening to you retell it, it literally gives me chills. And when you talk about your sister just coming back, these things don't happen often. It is often considered miracles when they do happen. So it's so important, because even with technology, it's such a blessing that someone was able to capture the footage of your uncle. But even with technology and even with the virtual realities that people create online to stay in contact with others and things like that, there's never anything like being able to actually be in the presence of the people that you love.
You're so right.
So I think that this story is going to continue to touch many, many people. And I thank you so much for taking the time to share the story with me and my readers. And if you would drop the link again so that we can make sure that people hear it in this audio podcast so that they can go to those websites and support, that would be great if you could mention it one more time, because I definitely want to make sure that people are able to go to those sites and support your movement.
Thank you very much, Lakesha. For Enjoy Life Magazine, our viewers, listeners, and audience, the website to go to, again, is www.yanatha.com. So that's my personal website. And there you'll see the Daniel Coulanges story. And then you'll see a direct link to the Indiegogo project there. So again, that's www.yanatha.com. Yes, that's it. Yeah, www.yanatha.com. And you could also go to facebook.com/Daniel Coulanges Music. But for the direct link to the Indiegogo project, which I'm hoping everyone who's listening could be a part of, and reserve their copy of the digital album, and help us reach our goal because we just only have, I think, 1,267 hours to be precise. I could be up more or less with it, but be a part of this project because it's going to inspire you. I hope it inspires you to and reminds you that it's important to live your life to the fullest because you never know when your last day and your last breath is going to be.
Absolutely. And on that note, I want to thank you again for joining us. And I do look forward to sending people to that site to support. Everyone, if you have any questions, please do feel free to send us an email. We'll definitely make sure that it is forwarded. You've also had to have the website that you can go to and visit, support the movement, and take heed to the message. Until next time.
Till next time. You have a great day.
And enjoy life. Thank you so much. Bye now.
Yes. Bye-bye.